Baby girl, you are about to become the star of your own book. Beyond Space and Time, A Tale of Two Worlds. Beyond Space and Time, by Charlotte and Charlotte's Dad. Illustrated by Charlotte's Dad, in collaboration with Charlotte's Mom. Book inspired by real-life events of Charlotte's parents. Baby girl, dreams do come true. Believe. Love, Dad. My name is Captain Charlotte Leigh Spartan of the starship Hope. I just landed on the surface of Proxima Centauri b, a habitable planet in search of intelligent life. I am also here to gather data, return to Earth, and begin the extraction process from Earth to Proxima Centauri b, not only to preserve humanity, but also to see us flourish beyond our decaying Earth. However, my story does not begin here on this planet. My story begins here on Earth, in Hope Valley, in my childhood home, where I lived happily with my mom and dad. This is the year 2023. I could tell you that my mom and dad loved nature, which is why they purchased this house. That would be true. The truth is, my dad wanted me to grow up strong and independent. That is why he purchased this house far from what he called noise and distractions. I loved growing up here because there was so much for me to do. If there ever was a day that I had nothing to do, I would go outside of my front door by the stream and watch the animals grazing. This was my treehouse. My mom and dad built it for me. Every night after dinner, we would read books in my treehouse for an hour. On the weekends, we would watch funny movies. My mom and dad, especially my dad, loved funny movies. My dad told me once, since I can remember all the way back in Kabul, Afghanistan, I loved to laugh. Baby girl, laughter made me feel good. Laugh. Laugh loud. Laugh often. After I was born, my dad started studying astronomy. Whenever there was an eclipse, a meteor shower, or a full moon, my mom and dad would take me on a hike. We would hike to the top of the tallest mountain they had named Mount Olympus. We would camp out for a few hours on Mount Olympus and just look at the night sky. I loved watching the stars on Mount Olympus so much that my mom and dad would let me stay for as long as I wanted. Sometimes I would stay up and watch the stars until the early hours of the morning. Before descent from Mount Olympus, I would reach up and say to the stars, "Wait for me. One day I will come to see you." This is my dog Coco. Long before I was born, my mom and dad discussed getting a dog for me. They wanted me to learn responsibility by taking care of my dog. After a few weeks of research, my dad showed my mom a picture of a beagle. She loved it. My mom told my dad, "We're getting it." When my dad was writing and illustrating a book for me, he asked my mom for a name for my dog. She said, "Coco." Growing up, Coco kept me plenty busy. We were best friends. We took care of each other. After the rain, I would accompany Coco to the field and we would play in the water and mud for hours. My dad designed this area for me. It's in the image of the part of the yard in his childhood home in Kabul, Afghanistan. My dad even put up a swing for me just like my grandpa had done for him. My dad's co-worker Roger introduced my dad to hiking when he was in college. They hiked around Lake Mead and Valley of Fire. Years later in Beijing, China, when my dad met my mom, She started taking my dad on long hikes on the Great Wall of China. Eventually, they climbed the 5 famous mountains in China and even traveled to many other countries outside of China just to hike. When my mom and dad settled in the United States, hiking became a major part of their life. My mom and dad introduced me to hiking when I was just 3 months old. Over the years, I was on the road a lot with my mom and dad, going to amazing destinations to hike. Today, I am about to land on Proxima Centauri b. As I look forward to my research and discovery, I am also looking back at my amazing childhood thanks to my mom and dad. Proxima Centauri b reminds me of hiking in Death Valley with my mom and dad. It was just us hiking under the hot sun in dry, arid land, sharing stories, laughing, and becoming one with nature. My journey took longer than expected. I have finally reached Proxima Centauri b, proving that intergalactic travel is possible. While the planet appears to be habitable, I will not know for sure until I have touched down. I'm inside Proxima Centauri b's atmosphere. So far, there's no sign of intelligent life on this planet. However, a promise of life is evident. If my dad was with me, he would look at me and say, "Baby girl, dreams do come true." I was a little girl when I first stood on top of Mount Olympus with my mom and dad, looked up, reached up, and said to the stars, "Wait for me, one day I will come to see you." Today I'm standing on the surface of Proxima Centauri b as Captain Charlotte Leigh Spartan of the Starship Hope. This is just the beginning. Dear Dad, dreams really do come true. Love, your baby girl, Charlotte.